Welcome back to Game Informer. I'm Ben Reeves. I'm joined by Kyle Hilliard.
It feels really like you never left, frankly.
I live here, and old Leo Vader himself.
It's me.
Old Leo.
One of the founders of the company.
That's correct.
That's true.
And you guys are really excited about this game. Tell me what we're playing here.
It's called Heat Signature from Tom Francis, who made a little game called Gunpoint.
Yeah, I loved Gunpoint back in the
Gunpoint
day.
was cool.
Back in the day, 3 years ago.
I reviewed it. I gave it a good score.
What'd you give it?
I don't remember, but it was good.
It's like a weird noir detective kind of game, but you had superpowers.
Yeah.
So this is what the
It's
official sequel?
No,
Yeah.
it's not a sequel. But you know what? There is some overlap. Like,
Oh, really?
there's still, like, just in the way the gameplay feels, I think. It's it's hard to explain. Like, there was one, like, I got thrown out of a window out in space earlier, and it kind of made me think of, like, flying through the windows in Gunpoint, you know? So little things like that.
Gunpoint had kind of a side view going on, whereas, correct me if I'm wrong, this looks top down.
That's correct.
You are
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
What are you doing, Leo?
I'm going to pick a character so we can start showing off the mission structure and what happens.
Yeah. Leo, you've been playing this for a good long while already.
I was lucky enough to get it about a week ago. I've been playing it every night.
Wow.
Constantly. I cannot get enough.
I have to say, out from the outset, looks a little confusing, a little intimidating
Yes.
with all these menus.
I was about to mention that.
You wanna walk
It
us
is
through
very
it?
intimidating.
Yeah?
But everything is pretty self-explanatory. If you take the time to read through,
Sure.
it's pretty easy to learn what's going on. But we'll start simple here.
It's mostly just giving you more information than you need,
Exactly.
frankly. You know, which is fine, you know.
Yeah.
Leo
All the
likes
information you
to-
could ever want is how I like
Yeah,
to put it.
that's
Yeah.
Leo likes to stare the tiger in the eye.
That's right.
Will
Go
not be
do something,
intimidated.
Leo.
Okay,
Just
so this
sitting
is
at
the
the
guy-
bar getting drunk.
This guy's named Attilia Chance. This is all randomly generated, including the gear you start with.
Mhm.
So this guy's got a gun and a long-range swapper, which is a type of teleporter. There are lots of teleporters in this game, and they each have their own little hooks or tricks.
That's what
Start
I
with
call
the-
my tongue the swapper.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, tease there.
You going for the easy mission, huh?
Got
How
an
much do
easy
you have
mission.
to pay attention to all this stuff? Do you feel like you have to like kind of eye it all and like I need to be aware of all the guns I'm using? And
Well, you kind of learn what you like.
And
right?
you definitely, once you get to the late game, you have to plan missions around what kind of gear you have and vice versa. But right here, as I mouse through, I can see guards just have guns, bosses just have guns and key cards. And so this is a pretty straightforward, easy mission. But then, once you get to these super high difficulty ones,
Audacious.
lots of guards. The guards have armor, which you need special weapons for that. Shields, you need to be able to take them down with tech and whatnot.
You might need like key copiers and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll show some of my characters who have all that.
Okay, so what Leo
Later.
did is he picked an easy mission where he's just got to go steal something, and then he jumps in his spaceship, and we're gonna fly to. It's probably a ship, right? That's like
Yes.
flying around, and we got to dock with the ship, and we got to run in and steal stuff. And you can either approach it. You can be super violent, you can kill everyone, or you can be stealthy and not kill anybody, or you can knock everybody out without murdering them. You got a lot of options.
That's right. So, I do have a gun. I can see, now that I pause, you can pause whenever you want and just weigh your options. I can see the range of my items. If I use this gun on this captain, nobody's going to hear me.
oh, interesting. So
And
that's
he's-
the range of.
That's the
noise?
range of noise, yep. And then the orange is that swapper.
Okay.
That's the range that I can swap to. So
Yeah.
first, I'll just pause, line up my shot.
See, this is already, Leo, you're a much different person than I, because the captain is usually just distracted by flying the ship. You know, they're locked
Yeah.
in. They won't see you.
Right.
So I don't just go in and murder him. I just let him be and let him do his job. Not Leo.
I like to do it where the gear they start with informs my decision making, and if
Yeah.
they start with a gun, like, oh, this guy just kills people for fun.
Okay, so you broke it.
For
So you,
fun.
so you broke
That's
it.
his hobby.
So we got into the chest, and we're stealing whatever it is we were assigned to steal. The
manifold object in this case.
What you
Can you
got?
tell? It's randomly generated.
And now Leo can just leave if he wants, or he can be a horrible person and just murder everyone left behind. It's
For
That's
fun.
right.
It's up
There
to you.
is that's some credits down there
Well,
that I
that's
want.
good.
So
You know
I am,
what?
Oh.
but I can do it non-lethally. So I'm going to show off this swapper here.
do it.
Teleporter move you into instantly, but each type has unique limitations. So
Okay.
this particular one, I can only teleport if I can swap with someone who's there. So I
Oh.
go here. That guy's confused. He doesn't know what's going on. That guy didn't see anything. You can just go right down
So
here.
he didn't hear anything
Nope.
either?
No.
Yeah, just the guns. I believe only the guns are the things
Okay.
that'll like you know,
Right.
set off
So
alarms
that's
and
just
stuff.
showing the range of swapping ability. So you
Yeah.
could swap with them again. Right?
Actually, that was a 1 out of 1 use.
Oh,
Rechargeable
I
means
see.
it'll recharge when you get to the station.
Yeah, you
So
know
the
what
really-
rechargeable means, right, Reeves?
If it's chargeable, yeah, you can charge it.
If the really, really high level gear will recharge as you use it, so you basically have unlimited.
Yeah.
And that's what you're praying for every time.
Do these dudes have like line of sight or anything?
Yes, they
to
do.
worry about? But
So-
that's just invisible.
Right.
Go.
So I'm right here and I'm good.
Oh,
And then he turns
shoot.
around.
And you can pause. Like
Here's-
Leo just paused the game here and can make a choice about what he wants to do.
Yeah. Which
Which
is
I'm
really
guessing
helpful
you're
if you have
gonna
like
murder
3
him.
seconds to do
You
something.
could like throw the manifold object on him, I guess.
You know what's funny is the manifold object and everything you steal is a gadget with a random trait.
Okay.
And so I could just use it and see what happens. But if I mouse over, it says you have no idea what this is or what it does. It was a swapper.
Oh. And
There we go.
now you're
Oh, and you
getting
got shot. Let's see.
again.
Let's see if I can shoot him in time.
Oh, okay. But this is actually kind of
Ah.
cool. So what they're gonna do?
Oh, it was a visitor.
They're
Interesting.
gonna pick you up and they're actually gonna throw you. Oh wait, did you make it? You're alive.
I made it.
Okay.
So what that tech was a visitor, as it turns out, which means I go to somewhere, but only for 2 seconds, and then I teleport back.
Oh,
And
so
because
it's
I died
perfect.
while I was teleported, when I teleported back to my previous state, I was fine.
It was
Oh,
almost like you planned
That's
it.
interesting.
I
So
didn't know what the object was, but it
you
worked
stole
out.
that thing, but it's not like you used it. So when you return, the person's not going to be like, "Wait a minute, you used this."
Right.
Yeah, it's still
Like, there's no repercussions for
you still
using
finished the
items you
mission.
steal.
Yeah.
What's funny is you really don't know what the traits are. So one time it was a one-use thing, and after I used it, it went away and I failed the mission.
Oh,
So it's really risky to do that, but it's funny that you can.
So here we go.
So I drop
you
off
like
the
to play
gear
a
here.
little fast and loose, don't you?
I do.
Shoot first and ask questions later.
So as you do missions, you fill this little blue bar where you liberate space stations around the galaxy. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, Kyle, does my galaxy look different than yours?
It does. You've liberated a lot more than me so far.
I mean, like the factions. I've got Off-World down here.
Oh,
Glitchers up here.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but even my shape of my galaxy is like different.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
all random then. That's interesting.
Is there like an overall narrative to this game?
Everyone's kind of on their own personal mission, right? Like
Yep.
every character that you have sort of has a small story, some kind of revenge they're trying to take. And what happens is if you die, you actually lose that character permanently. And then you can get the option to start a new character if you want. Like Leo's actually doing pretty well, where he has it looks like you have a collection of like 4 people that you've been kind of working through.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
that's true in real life too. If you die, you can just start a new character.
Is that right?
Yeah.
that's correct.
Oh, cool.
That's where they got the idea.
It's weird that this is where we learn it. Is this video on GameInformer.com? Is that's where we figure out what happens after you
I've
die.
known
Yeah.
for a long time.
Okay.
I don't know what your problem was.
So like Kyle said, every character has their own personal mission. Mine is to rescue my daughter from the foundry.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I can talk to Satyr Fiasco up here, who will help me complete that mission. I need to bring her money for intel.
Yeah.
My fee's 200.
And this is based on real experiences the developer had.
Yeah,
right?
Tom Francis lived on a space station and worked with, mercenaries for a long time.
That's correct.
Do you feel like there's enough to pull you through? Is there like a full playthrough, or it kind of just goes on infinitely because you have all this random generated stuff?
Well, there are the 4 factions, and once you defeat their strongholds, that ends the war, theoretically. I haven't seen
Okay.
the ending of the game yet, but I'm pretty close.
Okay.
But after
that's-
that, you can just spawn a new galaxy, and it resets pretty
Keep
much
playing.
everything.
It's kind of like Civilization or something.
Yeah.
Like you can just keep playing.
Yeah, like it's less character driven and more like you're trying to liberate everything is kind of the larger goal that's going to pull you through to the end.
Right. I'm going to try a harder mission now that I picked a better character. Character I have more geared out. What normally happens is I'll get a character super geared out and then be too scared to play with them because I'm afraid I'm going to lose them.
Yeah.
So I just switch. So heat sensors. This one looks pretty... It's a small ship, though. Let's find a big ship. Let's do an audacious. Now, later in the game, you get missions with different clauses. This one's Enigma clause, meaning no living witnesses. So I could stealth through this, or I could kill everyone who sees me, and I'd still get the bonus.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like you still complete the mission if you don't hit that, but you get more money if you do it that way.
So
Right.
audacious is harder than hard,
It's audacious, man.
and then a mistake is just
It's audacious.
it's a bad
Yeah,
idea.
what is mistake? That's a weird way to
Yeah, that's higher than audacious.
It's a mistake to play this mission,
even
is, I
try
think,
it.
what
That's
they're
pretty
saying.
good. I like that.
Yeah. I'm not sure I have armor-piercing stuff.
With that character in particular.
Yeah. Let's see.
So how long did it really take you to get a handle on like all these menus and like understand how the game works?
Kyle, you've been playing an hour and a half?
Yeah,
How close do you think you are?
It is totally intimidating when you first start, but you pretty quickly learn that it's giving you way more, like I said earlier, like it's giving you more information than you need. Like honestly, like I'm still early on, so all I'm looking at when I click an easy mission is, am I stealing somebody or am I killing somebody?
Okay.
And
Right.
that's really all I need to know. And then all that extra stuff just kind of builds out the universe and like lets you know exactly how all your weapons work and how to use them and stuff like that. But you pretty quickly figure out, it turns out in video games it's not very hard to shoot a gun.
Yeah.
Well, this mission is you are capturing somebody in here, right?
That's right.
And you only got 70 seconds.
Yes. Now here's the thing: if you kill the captain, that countdown stops.
Really?
Because what's happening is they're going to their closest station, and if the captain's dead, then they can't dock there, so you're just going to fly right past it.
Well, you know what, Leo? I'm sorry that I made so much fun of you for killing the pilot earlier, because it turns out that's a really good idea.
It's a great idea, and honestly is the first thing I do on a lot of missions is seek out the captain.
go
And
murder the
you
captain.
can knock him out if you want. You don't have to kill him, but you should kill him.
He'd be a nice guy.
It makes it better.
So I do pause a lot more on these timed missions, because I really want to get a lay of the land.
What are you thinking? Do you have a strategy already?
Well,
You're kinda
I'm
like laying out.
refreshing myself on what kind of gear this character has. I was going for a lot of teleporters, I guess. So I've got the Sidewinder, which is a teleporter where I can only go where there's a direct path to. So I can't go through doors,
Okay.
but I can go like long, long ways if there is a direct path there. The Glitch Trap will teleport other people to wherever I choose. So if I can lure them to me, I can like teleport them outside the ship or to a different room
Okay.
where they can't find me.
Or you can throw them in one of those rooms that has like in the bottom left, you'll see there's like a little canister. You can blow those up, and that basically wipes out that section of the ship.
Yes, that's right. Except I don't have lethal damage I can hit it with, because I only have swords with this character and this concussive gun, which doesn't count.
What were you thinking?
What was I thinking?
That's actually really dangerous. Every time I try to do that, I get myself in trouble. I try to blow up a little section of the ship.
So let's see how long range my key cloner is. See, certain characters have key cards of different levels, and certain doors have restrictions of certain levels. So that's
Okay.
a 1 door, that's a 2 door.
Yeah,
So-
but the key cloner lets you get the keys from distance, basically.
That's right, and it's really helpful because normally it's set up so, you get the 1, you go through 1, you get the 2, you go through 2. But if you have the long range cloner, you can just get 2, which unlocks 2 and 1 doors.
So what do you think? Do you think you're gonna murder a lot of people, or
I think I am.
yeah, you're gonna go for it?
This character loves murder.
Super into
I assure
murder.
you, it's him and not me. So I'm going to swap with this guy and long blade that guy, which is a dash attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So when I'm in the heat sensor, they're going to come looking for me. I'm right outside that guy's heat sensor, luckily.
Oof.
Yeah,
Nice.
and you'll see like maybe you've noticed Leo has like pausing. There's no like cooldown or anything. You can pause as much as you want, as often as you want, like to plan out your attack.
Yes, exactly.
Which is something I had to learn because I would like be in a hallway and someone would come and attack me. They'd pull up their gun and I'd panic, and it took me a while to realize it's like, oh, if I just pause, like I can always take as much time as I need. There's
Yeah.
never like a twitch moment where it's like, oh, I gotta pull off this shot. There's some, so, you probably just saw that, that kill kind of was reminiscent of like Hotline Miami, but it really is not a twitch game.
right.
Were your footprints leaving like a heat signature? Is that what I saw there?
I think it was just showing where I teleported from
Oh, okay.
visually. I'm not sure if enemies can track that or not. So I wonder if I'm close enough to just swap with the captain to get him out of that chair.
No, close.
Not quite.
Not quite. Okay, but I've got my handy Sidewinder, which can take me right here around those guys.
Oh, wow.
Leo's a pro.
So it's basically kind of like getting tools where you can like swap around corners. It sounds like there's a lot more strategy to this than I guess I
Oh yeah, absolutely.
anticipated there would be.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about using your tools well.
Lots of times you can get just a super overpowered gun that'll wipe out anybody before they can do anything to you,
Sure.
but it's still just more fun in those situations to think of clever things to do.
Sure. What if people find the bodies? Do they freak out? and
Yep, they go on
scream?
alert. But after the
Okay.
captain's dead, alerts don't matter as
Oh.
much. Oh,
Oh, that was close.
So he heard him yell and he's going to run. Okay.
yes, I think he also saw the captain dead too. So
That's what he gets for looking at the captain.
that's right. Let's see. I've got
So
to
they might go
capture
into
that guy.
alert and be like, well, this guy.
So you can't kill him.
Right. Now, here's the situation I've gone and gotten myself into. I have to capture that guy, but I don't have anything that can take down his shield.
Uh-oh.
This is
Uh-oh.
not something I set up, but this is the kind of thing that happens a lot where you're going to have to improvise.
Okay.
So we're going to have to think of something clever to do to get him into my ship. without being able to destroy his shield. So one option, if I can find a way to blow out a wall, it'll make a new area for my ship to dock.
Okay.
And then if he gets close to that opening,
Swap with him?
I could get on the ship and swap with him. I absolutely could. Or I could shoot him with my concussive shotgun and it'll push him back onto the ship.
Oh, into it. Okay.
Or I could shoot this window while he's by it and he'll fly out and I could catch him with my ship. There are lots of options.
So if
here.
he's flying outside, he wouldn't like die out there?
It starts a countdown before they run out of
So you just
oxygen.
have to run back to your ship and go get him.
I can remote control. So
Oh,
I wouldn't
really?
have to.
Yeah.
But it's all a matter of what we want to do here, because I think those would all work.
I would love to see if you could get him out into space.
I love the idea
Okay.
of if you could get it swap with him where you are and then shoot him outside would be really cool.
Yeah, I wonder if I have any time delay. You can get like grenades that will go off in a timer, or remote control grenades that would definitely help with.
Okay.
I wish I had a visitor so I could check out what was in this cargo crate. I'll have to steal that key. So I'm going to wipe out his friends first to make this easier.
Yeah, he doesn't need friends.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, he's walking.
So it's hard to know when they're going to see you, kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's just something you have to learn, really. I don't think you can pick up how wide their vision is. But like down here, I'm fine. Even though he was staring right at me, I was far enough away.
Yeah, you don't
He's
get
like,
like
well, it
that.
must be just another dude.
Yeah.
You don't get
Now I have a visitor.
that. That's what you
Perfect.
needed.
This is the thing you needed to see in there.
No, oh, man. If he just got a little bit closer, I'd have a perfect plan.
Yeah?
Well, you could
I'm curious to know what your plan is.
fire off some gunshots, maybe, like get him chasing you.
I really could. What I'm going to do is fast forward and see if he comes here naturally. If he doesn't, then... Oh, this guy's coming here naturally.
They're
That
probably
guy's-
like confused.
That
Like,
guy's
hey,
gonna die.
I feel like we should have docked by now.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Once I checked, it was...
He's like, wait a minute.
I'm going to hide this body.
It's just a big. Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh,
there he goes. He's
Okay,
moving.
he's going to there, which should be close enough for my...
not quite.
Dag blast.
Dag blast it all.
Oh, that's one of those words you can shout when you get.
So you can't make
angry.
noise and lure
If
him?
I had... Actually, this gun should be loud enough to do it.
You got
But I
15
want to
bullets.
be careful not to bounce the shot and blow up the window while I'm in here.
Oh.
But,
Well, if you shoot it down the hall or something.
yeah. He comes to right where the shot came from. So he should... Is it
Oh.
silenced?
Quick fire concuss. Or
No,
maybe.
it's just not that loud. That's how loud the range is.
Oh.
I'm gonna lure him with multiple shots. Or, no, I can lure him and swap with him. That's what I'll do.
Come on, bud.
Intruder! You dork.
You
Okay.
idiot.
You have no idea.
You don't even
you
know.
fool.
Here's Leo's master plan.
All right,
Okay.
I'm ready
Swap.
for it.
Boom. Now
Okay,
here's
so
something
now he's
handy.
super
You can
confused.
teleport items on the ship to you. You can
Okay.
only kind of do it like once while you're paused, and then it needs a half a second to refresh.
Okay.
But anything you need on the ship, you can get, even if you didn't have room to carry it.
Oh,
So I'm going to
cool.
take this visitor, which moves me instantly to wherever I want, but I only stay there for a couple seconds.
Okay.
I'm going to get that, pause. I'm going to visit this room. Use my shotgun to blow out the window.
You both fall out.
Now you guys both got sucked out.
Yep, I paused. Got to capture that guy.
You're
I'm
gonna
remote
remote
controlling
your
my ship now. Now, luckily, I have the off-world angel. Oh, he's fine. I wonder if his shield lets him breathe in space or something.
Oh, maybe.
But since I have the off-world angel ship, I can press E and just suck him right in.
Yeah, but usually you don't have that range.
Right.
And that's well. Now you got to pick yourself up, I guess, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you flip back to where you were before?
Yes,
there's
the
like
visitor
a-
brought me back onto the ship,
And
so I
then
didn't have to worry about
that
catching myself.
window. I guess what happened with that?
It
just
creates kind of an airlock,
Like, okay.
so it'll suck you out when it happens, but then it'll immediately close itself off.
Yeah, it's kind of like a safety.
So when you teleported back, you were safe.
Right, exactly.
Cool.
So I'm going to try to just line myself up, and
Can you dock on that airlock now?
I can't dock there. If you blow up a wall, you can. That's not supposed to be blown up, but these ones, for some reason, you can't.
So you're gonna try to get just sucked right into the ship by blowing out the.
Yeah, there's no real reason to do it. I just think it's very fun.
You're just trying to show off. That's what
I
you're
just
doing.
think it's
Look at that.
Oh, you teleported over there? Is that what happened?
You just shoot out at maximum speed, but I had it where it would catch me.
Yeah.
Out the airlock.
Out the airlock, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Normally you would just
Right.
kind of you would float around in space. Maybe you have a couple seconds where you might die, but you can remote control your ship
Sure.
to come get you.
Right.
So that was pretty cool. Like little mission of just like I like the idea of improving your way through stuff. And,
Yeah,
like,
that's what this
capturing
game is
dudes
all about.
Or killing dudes, if that's what your
Yeah,
character.
now he's dropping. He's got the guy. Drop him in there. Boom.
Drop him in there,
Look at
boom.
that. $54.
Wow.
Leo.
I'm loaded. But yeah, I'm glad that situation happened because that stuff happens all the time in this game where you just have to get creative. But of course, I also could have just planned better and been ready to take out a shield.
So it tells you ahead of time, like, oh, this guy's a shield.
Yeah, I'm sure it
Prepared.
said on the mission list
Sure.
that bosses will have a shield and my target is.
I like the
all
way
those
you
guys.
did it better.
Extra information you don't need.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
So
cool.
here's another small interesting thing. The character I just was, his personal mission is to rescue one of my previous characters who got captured, so I can get the chance to play as them again.
Oh,
But
cool.
If we haven't mentioned, yeah, it is permadeath
Yeah.
for each character, so it can be
For each
pretty
character,
Which
heartbreaking.
I've discovered the hard way.
But you can just
multiple times.
re-roll new characters, I assume.
Yep.
And
And as you play more, you saw briefly earlier when I unlocked a new station that got me. I unlocked extreme range key cloners, and that puts them in the shop.
okay.
And you're more likely to start with them, I think.
So it's like a persistent world, like everything you do. Even if a character dies, the things they have done throughout the game.
Yeah, there are definitely
Persist.
lots of persistent elements, which is fun because it always feels like you're working towards one main goal.
Yeah,
even if
I
you
like
have a terrible life and just die.
Yeah.
Something else
Like my-
interesting is that when you retire, up here, these are all the people I've retired.
Oh,
Oh my god.
just because they had good lives.
you
and you're like,
retired
Yep.
Thank you.
Lyra and Matei?
Yeah. If you retire them after they do something substantial, which I think is like liberate a stronghold or do their personal mission, you can pass on a piece of gear that goes
Oh.
into your future games and your friends' games.
Oh,
So you
cool.
can just name it and say, this is Leo's special gun. And then whenever you see it, it'll say, like, it belonged to Leo's character.
Oh.
Whatever.
So
the name
that's
was.
like a motivation to actually retire a character.
Right. Plus, the more you play, the less progress they do towards liberations.
Oh, so you want to actually have new characters.
Yes. Yeah, it's an
Okay.
interesting way to get you to not just hang on to the same character forever, because otherwise I definitely would. Clayton Cavness crushed it.
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh,
that
Clayton.
guy.
Clayton,
Oh.
you have the letter L in your name, and that just seems unnecessary.
That's right. Here's my favorite thing was this character, Justin Cetera. He hated the Foundry. You know,
Okay.
that's how I played him.
Sure.
And so he was just killing Foundry guys constantly. And then he did his personal mission, which was to steal the Castle Mark II, or Mark III, which you actually get, 1,000 currency for. Because your goal is like, steal this thing so I have enough money to retire.
Yeah.
And so he gets 1,000 currency, but then he just hates the Foundry so much that
He just kept going
he
after
just
him.
bought like a really powerful gun and then went and liberated the Foundry stronghold. And then he passed along that gun, and it's called like the gun of Foundry killing now.
That's cool.
Alright.
So I'll always remember. So it's fun little stories like that.
I like that. That's fun. So looks cool. It's out today.
That's right.
If you like
$15.
Gunpoint,
Yep.
check it out. If you didn't like Gunpoint, I
Sorry.
don't know what's wrong with you.
Emergent gameplay.
And yeah, we'll have a review on the site,
Yeah.
soonish.
Soonish. Kyle's reviewing it. Thanks for showing me the game, guys.
Thank you.
Leo, good luck finishing off Conquering the Galaxy. And I'm super interested by this game now. I'm going to check it out.
Please do.
You would.
And always, thanks for watching. I'm talking to you, dear watcher.